Hey everybody, this is the last PowerPoint for Unit 2. We're going to cover local government today. This is a pretty short one, so you'll be glad to hear that, I'm sure. So first of all, we're going to talk about how the state is broken down. We got counties, right? We've got 100 counties in North Carolina. This is the largest territorial and political subdivision in North Carolina. So states form counties to help set public policy and carry out state laws and guidelines. Within counties, there are towns, villages, cities, but counties are like, you got state, and then underneath that, you got counties, and then underneath that, you've got your municipal governments, which we'll get into later, which I just kind of also touched on. You got towns, cities, and villages as well. So, like I said, we've got 100 counties. Obviously, we are located in Chatham County. All right. So, county government. The legislature at the county level are referred to as the Board of County Commissioners. They are elected by the county citizens. They're responsible for setting county tax rates, approving the local budget, establishing county policy. So there are certain laws that are in place just in counties. That's what the Board of County Commissioners do. Your county executive is either the county manager or a mayor. County manager typically has more power. Sometimes mayors are just kind of like figureheads, sort of like the Queen of England is. County managers are appointed or hired by the county commissioners. They're responsible for helping draft the county budget, carry out policies of the board, appointing people to lead certain departments. So remember, executive. So that's kind of like the president, but of the county, right? Same principle. All right, here, if you open this up, this tells you a little bit about about Chatham County's commissioners. So just do that. You may even recognize some of these names. All right, so some state mandated boards. So these are boards that are required by the state, but they're dealt with at the local level. You've got your ABC board, so they monitor alcohol sales. Your boards of election, they overlook election procedures, set polling places, times for voting, and stuff like that. Then you got Board of Education, right? So, just like at the federal level, there's a Department of Education. At the state level, there's a Board of Education. There's also a Board of Education at your local level as well, right? And these are all the things that they are responsible for and do. Here is just a page that talks about the Chatham County Board of Education members. Same as before, you might even recognize some of these names and faces. Other local officers, you've got the sheriff. Sheriffs are elected. Register of Deeds. They're elected by the voters. They record legal documents, marriages, wills, stuff of the like. Your clerk of court. That's what they do as well. All right, a municipality. All right, so we talked about counties. I mentioned earlier that within counties there are cities, towns, villages, right? So, the city that we are located in is Pittsburgh, right? So they have their own little government as well. Municipalities are created by the state. They have to offer a charter which outlines the basic rules that they'll abide by in order to get approved. Pittsburgh has been established for hundreds of years, so they did that a long time ago. All right. Cities can expand their boundaries through what's called annexation, which is bringing in land into an existing municipality. How are they governed? They're run by an elected governing board called a city council or a city board, elected by the people. You've got a mayor who usually presides over the council. You've got two different kinds of plans. You've got mayor-council plans, and then you've got council-manager plans. Pittsburgh has a council-manager plan. You can see the differences there. In a mayor-council plan, the mayor is like the local municipal executive, and they serve as the chief executive, carrying out the policy of whatever municipality it is, whether it be a village, town, or city. council manager plan. The council hires a professional manager to carry out the policies. Most of North Carolina has a council manager plan. That does not mean that there's not necessarily a mayor of your city, town, or village, but if you have a council manager plan, the city or town or village manager, they're the ones who really have the power. Um, all right, so who enforces laws in most municipalities? Typically, this is the city police force. This differs from the sheriff's department in that a sheriff is elected. City police force are hired by the council. All right, local legislation. Ordinances are what local laws are referred to as or called. Referendum. This allows voters to accept or reject a local law. So a local government can, say, hey, we're thinking about building a park or whatever, and but we want to see how the public feels about it. So they might put that on they might submit that as a referendum, and people go vote on that. Right. And you got a little quick 5-question quiz here. So just make sure you do that, and then you'll be done for this unit. So thanks, guys.